back. Andy Johnston joining us from Josto Computers. It's great to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
Yes, this is our Tech Talk segment, and we're talking today about some back-to-school savvy for the kids.
Yeah, it's probably not something people want to talk about halfway through summer, but it's the last time I'll be on the show till school starts. So I thought I'd talk about Chromebooks a little bit. Nowadays, when even in the elementary start, kids are starting to use computers for every day, and now it's almost being a requirement that you have some kind of laptop that you can type all your notes in, and the teacher can view them and all that kind of stuff. So Chromebooks have been becoming a big option. Because they're a lot cheaper. They range from around $299 to about $500. So the $299 ones are quite reasonable, and in different sizes, and the durability of them, you can drop them, there's no moving parts in them, so they're a little more wear and tear for the kid. And nowadays with teachers and everything, so most of the time how schools work is you do all your homework on those Chromebooks, which that means is you do all your homework on your laptop, but it also goes to the cloud, so it automatically, the school teacher can just go home and grade your work just at home. You don't have to worry about emailing it, or it's just kind of a group thing.
I know a lot of the elementary schools in our school district are using these for classes as a whole. Like my daughter in grade 3, I think, was using Chromebooks. A great introduction, but again, indicative of just how early the need is there. Exactly,
yeah. And there is ones you can get at school that are a little bit more locked down. That's all you can do. These ones here are kind of multifunctional. You can still watch Netflix. You can still surf the web. You can still do Facebook, the Facebook games, but then you can also do homework. And the nice thing about them is they're a little bit less virus prone, like you can lock them down a little bit better, so they're not, you can't go to the wrong websites or those kind of things.
So this is a great option for people heading back to school, something for the kids especially. What kind of apps can you put on these though?
You can literally just put any kind of apps. Now it's basically, if you have an Android or if you use a phone, the same apps that you have on your phone or iPhone you can get on these Chromebooks, and it's just through an app store kind of thing, through your email and stuff like that. So a little bit, again, a little less prone to getting viruses, because you're not going to some more random website. You're going to an app store where they know that they're legit, and you got to be careful about those things.
Can these particular units get viruses?
No, not necessarily, because everything, you just can't Google something and go to a random website and download something. It's a little harder. You go to the store, which is run by Google, which is a little safer, because they're the ones that make sure that their apps are safe. They wouldn't want to put viruses on their apps.
Okay, so how many different kinds of models do you guys have?
They range, so we have a couple different ones. The smaller one here, this one here is like just a lightweight. It's 11-inch. It still has the HDMI, still has the webcam, so you can do Skype, especially if you're going out from a thing, they can Skype their kids or those kind of things. And then you got the bigger models like the 14-inch. They still have all the same options, just a little bit bigger screen.
So you're really, the upwards pricing is just about the size, or are there other things?
No, there's different storage, different options. Most of them will have the webcam, the HDMI, those kind of things, but some of them will have expansion slots, so you can actually go from, they don't have a lot of storage, you can a couple hundred pictures, but you can also get a SD card or something and expand it up to about 64 gigs. So, and you can even get where you can just take your camera thing and plug it right in and get all your photos and those kind of things that way.
Okay, and then the last one over here, we don't need to look close up, but again, that is the biggest one.
Yeah, that's these two are about the thing. This one's a little more sturdier. It's a little more harder plastic, so it's prone to be dropped if it fell off the school desk and stuff like that. So, but again, you can come into the store. There's hundreds of different models, so you want this kind of one, we can try to find it for you.
Speaking of back to school, a lot of people already have their computers and stuff, but they've got all this junk on it. You can come in and get tune-ups and stuff?
That's another thing I was going to mention, is bringing your computer in just before school, just to get it tuned up, kind of an oil change thing. I'll go through the whole computer, check all the hardware, make sure everything's running well, make sure, like, say, the Chromebooks are Google Chrome, so as long as you have Chrome on your desktop, you can check the homework, you can look at all the stuff that are on your laptops on your desktop at home. And it takes us about 2 days.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about antivirusware. You know, perhaps these aren't as easy to get viruses, but how important is it these days to continue
You
on?
should have some kind of antivirus. There's a couple different ways you can do it. There's some free ones out there. There's some paid ones out there. You don't want too many of them. You just want to have one on your computer, just because it starts slowing you down. And then if you have more than one, it usually counteracts the other one. So you only want one. And they can range from from free to $59 a year.
See, and my concern is, speaking as a person who's not as tech savvy as you are, I get these indications or these notifications on my computer. You need to update your spyware. Well, I don't click on anything like that, so I don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, and that's mostly through like a random Google search, like you're looking up a chicken casserole, or you're looking up a vacation, or you're looking up a car part or something like that, some international website, Googling something, and then not just making sure that you're on their website, and you'll get this, they'll trickery. It's something will pop on your screen saying you're doing this or you're antivirus thing, which is just a lie. All they want you to do is pick up that phone and phone that number that they tell you to phone.
Well, I certainly haven't done that, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
But a lot of people do,
Awesome.
so that's the trick.
Okay, we are just about out of time, but again, Andy, thank you for being here today. Thanks for bringing in these books. If you're interested in getting a Chromebook, of course, you can go and check them out at their location in Sahali as well. The phone number is on the screen. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.